Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Like I mentioned in the email reminder that you received, I wanted to let you know two different ways that many of you have been praying along with me and the board members and fill you in on how God has responded. The first is, as you may have heard already, I will be heading to the Middle East again on the 30th of December through the 11th of January, and while there, I will be guiding, facilitating, speaking at a refreshment retreat for Egyptian missionaries who are back from the field. And that is the original purpose, I guess you could say, of the trip that I took in September, was to establish relationships and connections with people that I could potentially do this in the future. And I'll say more about this in a minute, but many of you have been praying since February that God would open that door, and it is wide open, as 50 to 60 missionaries will be there for this 5-day spiritual refreshment retreat. The second way that God has replied to many of your prayers is that He has been giving incredible guidance and opening more and more doors of opportunity than we've ever seen. Most of you know that I stopped my tent making job back in July, and since then, a multiple number of opportunities to serve those who serve have opened up. And even up until a month ago, we had so many opportunities to pursue and to minister. But then a month ago, when we came to the point and the board members were sensing the same thing that I was sensing as we were praying, when we were sensing God's guidance to maintain my full-time focus with behind the scenes, we ended up saying, we're just going to step out. We're just going to step out in faith and just allow God to guide us and pursue as if I'm going to be able to be in full-time focus, full-time ministry with behind the scenes. So I'm very excited about that. That happened a month ago. And since that month, it's almost like God shifted the ministry from third gear to fourth gear. And we have just had so many more opportunities, amongst them this upcoming trip to the Middle East. So let me thank you for praying that way too. And I'm going to mention a little bit more about that trip to the Middle East. You're going to notice on the prayer page, if you look down after you watch this video link, that I'll outline a few of the dates and the specific ministries I'm going to be having if you are like me and would rather read it and be able to pray that way. But I'm very excited that I have 3 opportunities. One is the retreat I just described. A second is I'll be speaking for 3 days and teaching at I guess you'd say, a Bible Institute pastoral training school for Sudanese young men who are preparing to go plant churches back in the country of Sudan. I'm looking forward to that. I'm also going to have a couple other opportunities to speak to college students, to speak to parents and teens too. Second way you can pray is that God would continue to give me wisdom moving forward in these open doors of opportunity to serve those who serve that He's opening up. As I mentioned, there's been a multitude of them, and I'm actually scrambling right now to walk through as many doors as I can before I leave for Egypt. So if you could pray that way, that would be great. And finally, I just want to thank you for praying in the past, praying continually about the need for support financially for behind the scenes. For those of you who have given, I can't even say thank you enough. It's been possible for me to be full-time since mid-July because of your gifts and because of your generosity and because of your investment in serving those who serve. And I really, really do appreciate that. And if you are interested in doing that in the future, you can check out the website under the investing page, and you can, maybe for the first time, invest in behind the scenes if it's above and beyond what you're already giving to other ministries. And I'm going to try to have the prayer requests updated throughout the trip in the Middle East as much as I can. I'm not sure how internet connected I'll be while I'm there, but I'm going to give it my best shot. Have a Merry Christmas, a meaningful Christmas, a significant New Year, and I'll look forward to letting you know in the future how God moved during this trip. Merry Christmas.